fake news was a fake story. If you look at the Google Trends, fake news was a tiny story during the 2016 cycle that blew up immediately afterwards. It was the placeholder as the intelligence community or the blob figured out what it was going to do next to try to take control of the international order. You have to realize that that's the first real surprise in presidential history where they lost control of the process.
Welcome to the very first mini episode of Drop the Mask. I just got into this episode of Chris Williamson's Modern Wisdom that came out a few days ago. He's interviewing Eric Weinstein, who gained some internet fame starting around 2017 when the intellectual dark web group of people emerged. It's kind of funny because a lot of that group I would not consider intellectual at all. But Eric is. He's a mathematician that was the managing director of Teal Capital for several years. Very smart guy. And there's a lot of good stuff in this interview, but I had a big disagreement that I thought was really worth talking about. The opening clip claims that Trump's 2016 presidential victory was the first surprise in a long time for the people that rule us. The deep state, or just the state, in my opinion, did not think that he would win. Whether you like him or not, there was something unique about the whole thing. So what is going on? That's exactly what we're going to see today. Let's kick it off with this clip.
There is something that I think Mike Benz has just referred to as the rules-based international order. It's an interlocking series of agreements, tacit understandings, explicit understandings, clandestine understandings about how the most important structures keep the world free of war and keep markets open. And there has been a system in place, whether understood explicitly or behind the scenes or implicitly, that says that the purpose of the two American parties is to prune the field of populist candidates so that whatever two candidates exist in a face-off are both acceptable to that world order.
So Eric talks about the rules-based international order, which is essentially American hegemony. This is the unipolar world that was initiated after the Allied victory in World War II, when the United States demonstrated an incredible and awful power by dropping 2 atomic bombs on civilians in Japan. The singularity of that power was cemented after the fall of the Soviet Union in the 1980s. But he says that this order keeps the world free of war and keeps the markets open. And this is the core of my disagreement. This just flies in the face of reality. Like, I'm really scratching my head at this, if maybe I misinterpreted something, because I'm not 100% sure he believes this, or if he's just saying this is the acceptable narrative of the world that we're supposed to believe. But he does seem to hold some reverence for it, and that is triggering my anarchist perspective. Because I see this order as doing just the opposite. They make sure there's always war. They keep a tight grip on who may trade with whom, while of course taking a cut on every transaction, like the mafia protection racket that they are. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see the rest, go over to my locals, find the link in the comments or the description. It's free, don't worry, but if you do want to help me keep fighting the good fight, a couple bucks would go a long way. Use the promo code MASKDROP for a free month now through the end of September. I'm starting to add more exclusive content there that, again, won't be behind the paywall, only donate if you want to. If you can't, no worries, see the full bonus episode there for free. Follow along with me on X at DropTheMaskPod, and like, comment, share my stuff anywhere you see it. That really helps a lot. Thanks again, see you there.